everyone, my name is Alena and I'm a science teacher at the Virtual International School. Since early childhood I was so in love with the nature and my favorite thing was exploring the world around. So I completed my bachelor degree in biology, and during this time I gained a lot of experience. For example, I was working in laboratories with genetically modified organisms in Russia and Finland, and I was working a lot with plants and even contributed to the problem of Siberian deforestation, which I'm personally really proud of. Now I live in warm and sunny Italy, where I completed my master's degree at the University of Parma and University of Bologna. I was studying food from a scientific point of view, combining knowledge of biology, chemistry and even physics. Now I'm preparing material for my PhD dissertation at the University of Bologna, the best in Italy and one of the most famous universities in the world. As for my experience at the Virtual International School, I can say that this experience is just amazing, because teaching is my another passion and I really love sharing knowledge and my own experience with other people. And what I like the most in our school is the opportunity not only to teach, but also to learn from our students, because we have children from different countries with completely different backgrounds, and during our lessons they share not only their thoughts but also their culture, and it's so interesting for me all the time, and I really appreciate it. Another good thing for me is our program, because I believe that this approach, when you study the world in one subject, which is science, is just so correct, because during our lessons students finally can get the complete picture and they start to see some interconnections between, for example, living things and physical phenomena or chemical composition of things. About my teaching method, I would say that the main goal is to engage with the material with the help of unusual stories, examples from real life and some interesting facts. I always tell students that it's not important at all to memorize all the information from the textbook. And what is much more important is to understand how this knowledge from the textbook can be applied in real life. During my lessons, I try to create a friendly atmosphere and always show my own example as a scientist. And I tell students about my laboratory experience, about my field work. I show pictures of interesting plants and animals that I take in my trips as well. So in this case, I can show that science is not boring and scientists are not boring as well. I also support creativity and tell my students not to be afraid to express themselves. So don't be afraid to make mistakes in your home task or in your exam, or don't be afraid to ask questions even if they seem stupid. And never stop being curious, because these are the things that my best teachers taught me, and these things I want to pass to my students as well. For doubtful parents, I would first of all advise just to try online education and decide whether it's right for your family. In my own opinion, our world is changing so quickly, and it's really important for children to be adapted to these changing conditions. In the Virtual International School, we have small classes and teacher can pay attention to every student. During lessons, we do everything the same as in a regular school. But we have an advantage, because during our lessons, students stay at home in familiar conditions. They just feel more comfortable and they still make friends, so they communicate after the lessons. Sometimes they even meet in a real life if it's possible. In conclusion, I would say that online education would be just perfect for those who have moved to a new country and are faced with adaptation difficulties or a new language, for example, in a local school. So thank you so much for listening and welcome to the Virtual International School.